impressive to watch Brock Zearfoss the first two nights. We've talked about Sean Carron, who's brought out so many greats over the years, and already you could just feel that chemistry down there at the Gold Star Transport trailer in the pits. Really rates the Jonestown Jet, who moves into the World of Outlaws full time if and when it settles down over there. And we hope and pray it's very, very soon. But he'll start from the pole with AJ Nash on the outside in the Colonial Freight Lines entry. You watch that black and orange Triple M 92.9 car on the outside of row number 2. He'll look to pounce here. He always seems to strike at this event each year, does Jason Kendrick, two-time and reigning Speedweek champion. As we're set for heat number 2, Zearfoss, Nash, green.
Down into turn number 1, the first occasion. Zearfoss got a flyer. Jason Kendrick goes under Nash into third. The yellow lights have come on. Apparently it was too good of a start by Zearfoss, and the steward, Jerome Sutton, has thrown the yellows, and we'll do it again.
We haven't got the one-way receiver that they use. I can just imagine what the word will be to the 95 as he just tugs at the visor inside that AAA metal recycling entry. Nash on the front row made the dash on Monday night, but the result never really showed. He bumped down the order because it's based on the rows, not the finishing positions of that race. So if you finish 5th, you start on row 5.
Yep.
And that's hard work. Let's try it again. The American leading the third generation star. This time we go green.
Zearfoss gets another good start. Coyle looks to come up on the inside of Nash, and at the same time Kendrick tried to come under Coyle. Kendrick spins. Yellow lights will come on. Down there in turn number 2, and it'll be take 3.
Yes, and the 11 will go to the tail to make his work just a fraction harder in car number 11. 31 quick times, I touched on at the top of the show. Nobody is anywhere near that kind of pace when you look at the stats when it comes to quick times. But now he'll have his work cut out. Picked up the King of Wings. He hadn't won that event. It's one of the very few that he hasn't won in Western Australia. The three-peat champion. And certainly a crowd favourite because there is plenty of their merchandise, not just at the Speedway. I saw plenty in the parks on the backs of people when I did the walk on Monday. I thought, this is really gaining momentum. Don't look at me like it's the first time I've ever walked as well. And don't start about the bike ride either.
We've been together too long. You're starting
exactly.
to read my mind.
Absolutely.
30 Ks.
It was hard work.
Impressive.
In my defence, there was no wind either, which is rare. More of that later. It's just becoming a bit of a tricky one to get going. But Zearfoss and Nash ready to do it one more time, with a bit of feeling perhaps.
Take 3, away we go. Zearfoss gets the best of the dispatch once again. Nash comes down the inside, back to Mackenzie in third, Coyle fourth, Pride back into Kendrick and Jolly at the tail. Zearfoss though has got a flyer, he's away from Nash. Coyle tried to come under Mackenzie, didn't quite work.
That's good by Mackenzie. He held back the pressure from the 79 as we work Pearson TD turn for another lap here. Your leader is Zearfoss. Back to Nash, back to Mackenzie, but here comes Chris Coyle. Coyle around the outside now, gets the job done out of turn 4.
And also doing well, Pride holds off Kendrick further back. That's for 5th and 6th. Nash went right up to the wall in turn 2. But Zearfoss comes up out of turn 4, 3 down. He's in another postcode. I can almost say he's in 6280 at the moment.
It's going to be the length of the back straight this time round. Nash will have Chris Coyle for company very soon. As Kendrick has got past Jason Pride, he needs to catch Cameron Mackenzie here and try and get himself as high up in the points in this one to cement him a position in the dashes later tonight.
So Zearfoss comes up with 3 to go. He leads by 2.5 seconds over Nash. The second back then to Coyle. 2 seconds back then to the 4 car of Cam Mackenzie, who has Jason Kendrick for company. Back then to Pride, and Jolly is the last car running as we've got 2 to run.
He's going to catch Jolly, no doubt about it. into one. And now Zephos right up towards the walls here at Bunbury as he chases the man playing the Joker card tonight. Coyle will catch the 9, but won't be able to do too much about him here. Have to settle for third position as the white flag waves. 1 to go for Zephos.
Zephos well clear. Kendrick and Mackenzie Mackenzie and Kendrick having a good deal, a battle for 4th and 5th. But here's our winner. Put your hands together for him, Brock Zephos. Way too good. Second place goes to car number 9 of AJ Nash. Third goes to Coyle. Oh, close. Contact here in the main straight, but Mackenzie hangs on. Kendrick back in 5th. Back then to Jason Bright and Trevor Jolly. The winning margin was 4.956 seconds. AJ Nash and Chris Coyle second and third, but Brock Zephos way too good in Heat 3.
Impressive run for a guy that hasn't seen this place before, and will look really good now with the absence of James McFadden. Will be hungry for the Speedweek points lead at the end of tonight. 1,450 pounds, incidentally, if you're wondering what the minimum weight for a sprint car is. And that's why these guys have the task of making sure, when the car goes up on the scales, that is, get the correct. And again, they're not mucking about here tonight, and that's good to see. Everybody nice and heavy in the early stages. Tyres not too bad either. Folks, put your hands together for the Jonestown Jet, Brock Zephos. Another new track to learn, but you made it look, you've run here for 20 years.
Just off a little bit in time trials. We got working on a little bit here though. Need to improve a little bit more yet, but just need to get a good start like we did there. Just when they water the track like that, when it's so dry or slick and just gets so greasy. So just need to get the best start that I could. And unfortunately, I had to do it 3 times. So. Like I said, our car was pretty good there. We just needed to, we'll just have to do a little bit here for the dash and see if we can get a little bit better.
What's your impressions of the Bunbury track?
It's definitely cool. It has some character to it. The guys did a great job prepping the racetrack too. So my team gave me a good car once again. Just got to keep going forward.
How was your New Year's last night? I heard you had a bit of fun?
Yeah, we had a little bit of fun. I got to see what it was like to be an Australian for New Year's Eve, so that was cool. But it's all about business tonight.
Absolutely. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Brock Zephos, another victory here tonight in the heat races, and will be a hard one to look past. So we go to the dash races. Incidentally tonight, Jace, it's not the first 20, it's the first 16 in points. So we'll have 8 cars in each dash, and then 6 cars in the last chance qualifier.